Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the latest edition of Stoop Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Lance BCE, and to my left, we got my man, Keds. What's going on?
Chillin', man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. You looking real springish today. You know what I'm saying? I never seen you with this jacket before.
Yeah, so to my left, I have...
Appreciate you, Keds.
You would think this nigga's in your wardrobe, man.
Chase, how you feeling, man? What's up?
Chillin', bro. I'm out here, man.
You know, just got the shades on today, you know what I'm saying? You feeling real spooky? What's up?
Tired. My eyes is fucked up.
It's one of them days.
18-hour shifts, bro.
Well, money I format. Alright. Well, you know, Liam ain't he a small but big baby, so.
Hey, what, 3'6" now?
Shit crazy.
51 pounds? 49, 51 pounds? Something like that?
That's crazy.
Mine.
You ready to knock
3
you
years
out,
old.
nigga.
Shit. I'm sure Liam eat more than me now. It's crazy.
I doubt that.
Anyways, thank you for that, Chase. Phresh, what's going on, man?
Man, you know the motto.
You know the motto?
You gonna say it for me? Or,
Nah.
You gonna fuck it up. Feeling good, living better.
Feeling good, living better?
Always.
All right.
Blessed and highly favored, you know.
You know, I'm y'all with these weird, well, not weird, but these vibrant, bright colors today. Like, you know, what's going on? Is something in the air? Like,
Springtime fly.
orange. Like, you got this bright, vibrant orange today, bro. They look good though. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, did you and Kets have like a Christoph meeting?
But I'm not gonna wear anything bright. That's how I'm kind of.
Well, I mean, it's still a
You know what it
different
is?
type
He
of.
just likes to watch
It's just
mine.
not your typical black, red, white, gray, you know.
I guess.
So no explanation for that. Just
I just got dressed, bro.
okay. All right, I'll accept that. Thank you, sir. Shout out to Active. He wasn't able to make it today. You know, my boy has he international now, so he has prior engagements. So you know, shout out to you, Active. Whatever you're doing, I hope you're shelling down the place. Skinning out the gal them. You know what I'm saying, making the girls them feel their breasts. And yeah, shout out to you.
You got the worst.
Would you
Jamaican
like to add a
accent.
bumper clot to that?
Nigga said work.
But that's how you sound, man. You're the worst sounding Jamaican
man.
I ever heard.
This
bro.
is for jokes, bro.
It's not, because this is how
I'm
you
from
read.
Yard.
Yard.
Anyways,
I'm from. That's how I know you ain't really from there. Nigga. You was born there, but you ain't really from there. But
Listen.
move on. I'm from.
anyways.
Jamaicans don't use I'm.
Man.
Anyways, we got two special guests here today. Two special returning guests. Both of these individuals were actually part of season 1, the very first season. So I felt that it was a good time to kind of bring them back, especially since what we're talking about today. So first up is actually, y'all know him very well. It's actually my blood brother. You know what I'm saying? Some call him Wes, some call him D West, some call him Wes Butter. You know, Wes Grams, is real lit on the gram right now, you know what I'm saying? So this guy needs no introduction, but I'm gonna give him an introduction anyway. Shout out to my man, Wes Butter. Welcome back to the Stoop Talk Podcast table. You here. What's going on,
I
man?
appreciate y'all, man. Can't complain. God is
Good
good.
had it, my brother.
Life is good, man. Can't complain.
Yes, sir. I'm glad that you're back in here. Last time you was here with Kira. It was a real good conversation.
Definitely was.
Now we gonna chop it up again. Have a
Appreciate
good
y'all.
time.
Absolutely.
We're happy to have you back, man. And next up, we got my sis. This is my good time sis. She's actually doing some big things now. The first time you said you didn't have your podcast at launch, but since we last had this episode, you launched the whole podcast on me. You know what I'm saying? Which I've listened to every single episode so far because I'm a real friend.
You loyal.
I'm loyal. And it's real good. It's called Back That Glass Up. Y'all should go check that out.
The name is extremely creative.
Yes.
I like
yes.
When I heard
When I
that,
first seen it, I was like, oh shit.
Really good.
I said, that's a
Very
Rachel.
nice.
She got some
That-
episodes on there that's really interesting. So Rachel,
That is
welcome
Rachel.
back. I appreciate you. And, just tell her, the people, the listeners and the viewers, what you've been up to these past, couple of months. And then, just talk a little bit about your podcast, what it's about, before we go into the topics today. So.
All right. Well, like you said, it's the Back That Glass Up podcast. I started it a few months ago. been wanting to do this for years, and finally just said, fuck it, like, let's get to it. Lance actually was a guest on that was an interesting episode that Lance was on. A lot of opinions. You had ladies in my DMs like, who does this man think he is? It was a good convo though. So I'm gonna be coming out with some new episodes this summer. Got a new spot I'm working at, so it's gonna be dope. So stay tuned. Follow me at Back That Glass Up.
So
podcast.
wait. You actually had something to say on her podcast?
Well, sis.
And you come over here and you just want to be quiet.
Did you listen to it though? Or is it something else that we gotta have a problem about?
I speak here.
No, I'm asking because he likes to just
He like to try to
get
dodge
information
shit
out of
on-
us.
He
He'll
like
bring
to
up
go
these
last
crazy ass
and then try to pick.
See, when he's the guest,
something
he can't
from each
do
of us,
that. When he's the
exactly.
guest, he can't do that.
Yeah.
So he
I
had to talk. He had to talk.
So that's cool.
He said a lot of things.
He was
said a
on his
lot of
Kevin
things.
Samuels time.
He was
Nah, I
definitely
was.
Very.
on his he was definitely on his
Let's
Kevin
not
Samuels
say
time.
that and scare off any potential.
Yeah, he
I'm sure.
There he go.
I'm sure there was he went
was
on a
a-
little stint about he only had one girlfriend his whole life and all that. I'm sure that was in
Absolutely.
there.
Absolutely.
Well,
That's
she
on his
made me.
How well
say
we
that.
know you, bro.
we spoke. We had to speak about his relationship.
Anyways, thank you, sis. Thank you for that introduction. And like I said, definitely subscribe and follow that Back That Glass Up, man. They got some good content on there, Stoop Talk approved.
Appreciate
You know
it.
what I'm saying? So, and especially check out the episode I'm on. It's low key one of the best episodes on there. But anyways, we got a loaded discussion today with these topics. So we are gonna jump right into it. Yeah. So the first topic that we have,
You all right?
if I'm all right.
Your voice kind of just,
It changed.
yeah, it's a little funny just now. Go ahead.
Did you agree? Was it a little funny or?
It's something you just kind of went to puberty or some shit. But go ahead.
It skipped the octave was what he's
You
trying to say.
better get
Yeah,
some of
yeah.
that Casamigos.
You skipped the octave, but
Well, maybe I got a little too excited for a second. I don't know what happened. Because maybe I'm excited to talk about these. Oh, wait. What is this?
Should've
Oh,
kept-
yes. Okay, yeah. I got too excited. So I got to get back my Barry White.
It's like you just got a nude or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like nigga, focus. What the fuck?
Should the camera zoom in on your computer?
he was like,
It was
Talking about you got excited. Oh, what is this?
No, I'm just saying I'm excited to be here with y'all. You know what I'm saying? To, talk some shit. You know what I'm saying? Have a good conversation. People need to hear this, But anyways, so regarding what we're gonna talk about this first topic, we're in 2021 and it's like a lot of unsaid rules and these different demands and requirements floating around when it comes to relationships that quite frankly I don't really know how this. Well, I kind of do know how it came about, but it's just it's just one of those situations where it's kind of like a head scratcher, right? But anyways, I stumbled upon this this interesting post that was on social media. I'm not gonna read all of the slides, but I'm gonna read a few of them that stuck out to me, right? So here we go. So this young lady, right, which will remain anonymous. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna read the slide.
you should've.
I'm gonna get started. I need y'all to simmer down, please. All
This is
right,
your fault.
yo, y'all are something else.
you was something else.
It's your brother, nigga.
All right, listen, guys, are you ready?
Are
All
you
right, so
ready?
we're gonna get into this this discussion. Let me read off these slides from Anonymous from Twitter. I don't want to blow her up, right? So she put out, there's this guy I once dated 2 years ago. I saw his payslip, realized I could pay him his monthly salary 4 times a month. I tried to stay in the relationship, but I failed. Men hide your payslips, and she said that in uppercase, right? So the next person responded, and he says, it's always about money with women. Deep rooted in materialism, her loyalty is to the dollar.
Men need to wake up and realize there's no such thing as unconditional love. Women don't really love you, but they love what they can do, what you can do for them, right? That's what he says. And then she goes on to say a few more things, which I'm going to read off. She goes, the reason I didn't realize he was broke for that long is because I never asked him for a cent. I am a woman who does everything for herself, financial side. Like if I come to your house, I want us to go out, I pay for it. I see a shortage in the house, I buy. That's how the woman who raised me did most of the things. I never saw my grandma going to grandpa and ask for money because electricity is running out. She just buy. When grandpa gives her money, she'll take, but whatever is needed, if it's not enough, she adds. There was never a time in the house where we came to see that grandma had a salary greater than that of grandpa. Finances never brought any difference between the two. That's how I am. This is what she says, right? Then she goes on and says, the reason I left is not merely the amount of the pay slip, but then why would he just relax with that? I mean, no side hustle, nothing. I have way too many goals and dreams to date someone who gets paid salary and feels that that's enough pretty much, right? Then she goes on and says, for those who don't know, I started hustling when I was in primary. I go in the bushes with my friends. I guess she from Jamaica or the islands. Get the grass they use for roofs and sell that. Buy a wool and knit skirts for myself. I remember in grade 10, I started selling snacks from the pocket money. They gave me at home. Honestly, I don't see myself marrying a person that wakes up on a Saturday and Sunday and do nothing with their lives while they don't have enough. And then she says one more thing that I want to say. Then I guess a couple of people start, responding to her and, basically, I guess, trying to, discredit everything what she said. Then she goes and says, we will have a family, then kids. Will I have to take care of all of us by myself? Will I be able to do that? And then, she goes, we can't force anybody to, be a hustler. It's either you have it or you don't. Hustling is something that's naturally passionate. And yeah, pretty much I'll stop it at there. I just thought that thread was very interesting, and it definitely highlighted some things, especially with what's going on today, right? With this dating scene that we're in. So I'm gonna just put an open table discussion. I'm just gonna straight out ask y'all, how y'all, what are y'all thoughts regarding this specific convo thread with what she said, and then I want to ask y'all too, do y'all believe there is such thing as unconditional love? So it's a layered, topic. So I'm gonna start with Rachel first, since you are the only woman on here. I want to hear what you got to say about this.
Well, first off, she's really contradicting herself a lot in everything that she was saying, because she's saying that the part where she's like, oh, I can't marry somebody who can wake up on a Saturday and Sunday and not work. Like, he's making an honest living. She was with that man for 2 years. He's clearly not broke, because if he was broke, you would have known that within the 2 years. Yeah, you do everything for yourself. You don't ask him for anything, but has he been hitting you up asking you for money? Like, are his bills not paid? Does he look dusty? That's something you would have figured out within 2 years of dating him. Like, if she never stumbled upon his pay slips, this would have never been an issue. So I don't think she can judge him based off of that. She had no issue with him not waking up on Saturday and Sunday before she saw the pay slips. She had no issue with him not having any side hustles, anything like that. So I don't feel like her points are valid at all.
Let me ask you a question before I go to anybody else. And this is something I'm gonna ask everybody this. Do you feel like women put too much value in money when it comes to relationships?
Absolutely. Myself personally, no. But I feel like social media makes it that way, 100%. Like, I seen some shit that said, what is it? If you're living with your man and you have to split the rent in half or something like that, that's not your man, that's your roommate. I feel like that's dumb.
You're his daughter.
Yeah, why
girl.
does he have to pay the whole rent? A relationship is a partnership. It's not, all right, y'all are now old fashioned, all right, you pay the rent and I'll stay home and cook and clean. I don't subscribe to none of that. it doesn't make sense to me. So I feel like social media is feeding this to people, and then we all like have something to prove. Like, yeah, this is the lifestyle I'm living. My man pays this, my man pays that, da 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 da. Like, I wouldn't want to brag about, oh, my man just sent me $500 to do my hair and nails. Like, I did it myself. Like, social media is really like pushing this on these females, and I don't subscribe to it.
Okay. Thank you, Rachel. Wes, well, let me hear what you got to say about this.
I'm gonna try to stick to the topic. This is interesting. Do I think women put a more value on money in this day and age? Yes, I do. I feel like everything's about money, like Rachel said. Social media, society put a lot of effort into, my man got to do this, my man got to pay for this, my man got to do this. And it's always a balance when it comes to things. So my thing is, like Rachel said, if you did not see the pay stub, then you would be fine.
She would still be in a relationship.
You would still be there.
Probably.
He's broke because you saw his pay stub. He wasn't broke before. So you don't even know if he has a side hustle. Maybe he just didn't tell you. You don't know what that man got going on. But what makes him broke?
Well, she would know that if he has a side hustle.
Not necessarily.
No, she wouldn't.
No, you don't think so?
Because she didn't know how much she got paid beforehand. So what's to say she would know what kind of side hustle?
I mean, I would
he
think
has?
as your girlfriend.
Nah, clearly she
necessarily.
was clearly absurd, like oblivious to what he really
Yeah,
has
but maybe
going on.
maybe I just didn't want to, bring, like, you know what I'm saying? Because we're in this relationship and everything's fine. Like, why I got to tell you everything pretty much? I'm doing what I'm doing. Everything is fine. Just like you doing what you're doing. And everything is fine.
Some people have a side hustle where they don't have to get out their bed.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Some people have
He could
a
be-
side hustle that Saturday, Sunday, I can stay asleep and I'm still making money.
Facts. He could be in the stock
understand what I'm
market. He
saying?
could have investments. Like, you don't know what he's doing.
She clearly doesn't know everything that he has going on for himself.
The fact that she judged them because of that, that's whack. She judged them because of that amount. And it's not like he gave her a reason. She went and looked for it. She checked his pay stub and then judged him off that. Because, you know what I'm saying? The 2 years prior, everything was gravy, but you judged them off that pay stub. That's whack.
Yeah, because what Rachel was saying, for 2 years, you would have noticed something is off.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you were content for those 2 years. You were happy. Well, at least
Something happened.
So you saw a pay slip, and now you change your mind about the whole 2 years that just passed by. It's not like it was 2 weeks. Like,
She saw that pay stub. It was like, oh.
you change your mind about 2
exactly.
years.
Whatever he's getting paid, he was making it work though. So
But let
Exactly.
me say this. Just because, somebody might make a certain amount and maybe it's not high enough to another person's
It may not
standards.
be what you make.
As long as your bills is paid, you not, what I'm saying, homeless, you got a roof over, you got food, you got all of that,
Ain't
and your
broke.
bills is paid, you're not broke. Don't let these people out here
Just
tell
'cause
you.
can't
Don't
be
let society
spending
put that in your
And
mind.
all
that's
this
exactly what it
extra
is.
money
You guys
for
got it
other
right.
things.
Society's
Now,
putting
if
that.
you had terminate like eviction notices, they about to cut off your lights and all this other shit, and you ain't making no bread, and you not trying to do nothing to better yourself in that situation, then I could get with that. Like, yo, you being whatless.
Yeah,
But if that man bills is paid and he putting a roof over his head and he got food on the table, clothes on his back, and all of that, and he making an honest living, shut the fuck up.
If that man never asked you for $1,
I was gonna say, I think she would have mentioned.
never asked you for
She would have
$1.
mentioned part of that thread would have been, he been asking me for money every month, or
get
Yeah, that
I have to help him pay his bills every month. That's different, right?
If
The
that man
scenario
never
has
asked
now
for
changed.
$1, how is he broke? And the fact that she made it a point, I never asked for a cent, I pay for my own. That's what you're supposed to do. You're an adult. Adults pay
I mean,
for
women
their
want to be
own.
spoiled.
No.
No, you're an adult.
That's what you're supposed to
As
do.
an adult.
Right.
However, they feel like they don't have to if they have a man, which is the biggest crock of bullshit that I ever heard. Like, son, I hate having this conversation, son. Like, it makes my blood boil, honestly, because it's like, yo, bro, what makes you exempt from being a fucking adult? Like, really? If you don't got a man, you would have to do all of this shit for yourself. So why do you not combine yours with his? Is 100,000 better than 200,000? No. So if y'all both make 100K, or he make 50 and you make 100 or whatever, y'all should have 150. Because that's what you would expect from him. You would expect him to give you everything he got. So why you can't do the same? Like, where's this disparity coming from, my nigga? I really hate this conversation, son. With a passion.
Yo, you know what's
She
crazy?
took that pay stub and went and talked in the group chat. And she was like,
Bro,
"Bitch."
yo, she probably
And
said,
then
yo,
her
don't
homegirls
tell
was hyping
nobody
it
about to
up.
send you a picture.
No, but
Homegirls was
here's the
hyping
thing,
it up,
though.
too.
What is the purpose of saying,
Boy.
I can't fuck with you because you don't make this amount of money, and then in the same breath turn around and saying you don't ask for nothing? So then why does he need to make more?
But then,
Well, she did bring up the point about
Okay,
the family
if you was gonna
The
do
future.
that, then address specifically that. Don't go on this other tangent about other shit that's irrelevant to the point that you're trying to make.
Honestly, at that point, I feel she was trying to find support for her argument. You know what I'm saying? She was reaching for support for her first
And
argument.
maybe he had a plan. Like, if you're the woman that he sees himself marrying, maybe he had a 5-year plan or something in the works that she didn't know about.
you know what? But a lot of women want to know the plan. So when do we get married? When you get engaged?
Whoever that young
A
man
lot of women
is,
want to know what the plan
you
is.
dodged the bullet, King. You dodged the bullet.
This is probably a woman that's probably gonna end up, being alone. To be honest with you, because this is my thing. She is, because. This
He's going back to this podcast.
If a man, everybody know I laugh.
Listen,
You
Because I
can't
know what
knock
he
a
wanted to
man
say.
that gets up every day and goes to work.
Is she not going to get a high value man?
well, I don't really know much of her situation to answer that question, but what I will say
Is she
is
5'6", 400 pounds?
First of all,
what's your dress size?
No, we're not doing this.
I don't deal with you, fat bro.
Oh my God, son.
I'm
What in the
offended.
French toast? What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, man, say what you was gonna say.
But what I was gonna say is, with you actually said this in prior episodes regarding dating within your bracket, which I do understand. But this
Date within your means. man.
date within
Life
your
will be
means,
so
date
much easier
within
for you.
right. And I agreed with you when you did say that the threshold of two people's incomes in a couple, it can't be too outrageous, right? Because I just feel like it'll never work because one person is used to one particular lifestyle, and I always feel like one person, and Chase, you said it too, one person I feel like is gonna end up getting the short end of the stick, right? But this situation, I would say this situation is different because she, according to what she was saying, was happy, right?
Nah, but peep game though. What I said,
'Cause it is a big difference.
It's still, when I say date within your means or within your tax bracket, based off of what she said, it still applies. Because typically, a person that's not an entrepreneur is gonna have difficulty dating somebody that is an entrepreneur
Right.
because they don't understand how their life has to flow. So with her saying she's a quote unquote hustler and all these other things that she does on the side, maybe he doesn't have that same attitude. That's neither here nor there. But you should date somebody that's like-minded. So if it don't take you 2 years to know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For you to think if he didn't have no hustles and he was supposed to be this bum, why did it take you 2 years to walk away from it? You know what I'm saying? So
you shouldn't
what
have
I
to
said
see a
still
pay stub
still applies to that.
Figure that out.
But I feel like something else society does is like force everybody to be a hustler. Not everybody has that hustler spirit. Like some people are meant to work a 9 to 5 and just leave it at
some
that.
people's meant to have a city job.
there has to be
Yeah.
workers.
Pension, you
Some-
retire.
Like some people, and you don't need that 9 to 5 and then work Saturday, Sunday. Like mental health is important too. Sometimes you need that break. So I don't like
That's a
the
good
way
point.
like society, social media is always pushing that. Like, oh, if you're not a hustler, if you're not hustling, then what are you doing? Nigga, I'm sleeping. That's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like,
And then they be like, the money don't sleep though.
Yeah. They push,
But I do.
They push money so much, and that's the
Yeah.
problem. They push money so much that it's like no matter what, you can give up your mental health for it. That's what they're pushing.
yeah.
But now when something happens to
Money
you,
is the bad. That's the goal.
Yeah,
like,
but
that's the number one.
But
thing.
when something happens to you, it's like, oh my God, we got to push mental health more. We got to do this. We got to do that.
Yeah.
But what happened to that before? Because y'all was squeezing, money is it. Like, go get it. If you ain't got it, go get it. Find a way. But when they do and they die, it's like,
The bottom line is, do what works for you, bro.
what
Stop
works for you.
trying to convince other people to think how you
That's
think.
my thing.
Yeah.
Whatever
Stop
works for your
expecting other people to be you.
yeah, Chase, you could elaborate. You could
Whatever
go.
worked for your
go more.
relationship, you got to do.
I always
Shorty
say this.
was bugging. She's, you know what? I can't say she's bugging because maybe she was always like that. Maybe she was always like that. And the fact that he made it work, she didn't know.
The
So
fact that
it's
she
cool.
didn't even realize.
But then she
was
turns
saying
around
something.
and it's like, all right, okay, you've seen the pay stub. So what?
Here's my thing though.
Did she have a conversation? Like I wouldn't know if she had a conversation.
Like, did this?
I mean,
did this pay stuff
She
fall
said
on
she
the
tried
floor?
to
You
make
picked
work
it up and seen it.
afterwards,
But what
Did you
was
go
trying to make it
looking for
work
this?
mean?
All of
Did
that
you-
is neither here nor there.
it
My
is.
question
It
is,
It's neither here nor there.
if this was a situation that you encountered, why do you feel the need to go on the internet and share it?
Share it.
What's the purpose of doing that?
Yeah.
Are you looking for other people to validate the way you feel
I
about
think
something?
in
Like,
process. Yeah, I think
That's why I
think
say
she
she
is.
probably was always
I think
like
she
that.
is.
because
She
then
thought
you
she would
turn
have a lot
around
of
and
backup. A
Yeah,
lot of women.
you know
like,
what?
yeah.
Am I right? Am I
It could've
right,
been
sisters?
bait.
Am I
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It could have been a
It
what?
could have
Keds?
been bait.
she could have been fishing.
She could have been fishing.
Yeah, Keds, you could go ahead and
Because you
tell me
got
how
you got
feel.
men that would be like,
Throwing
could
word,
do it.
he
I could
wasn't
do it
paying
for
that. He
you.
wasn't doing this.
I do it.
I got you. I'm a hustler. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? I've been doing this. Ever since I was a baby, I've been hustling.
Yeah, but
I'm
then
saying,
guess
like-
what? Most of the time, when you come across that dude that got that hustle mentality,
Niggas be
he ain't gonna
lying,
have no
nigga.
time for you.
They be lying.
Then you gonna bitch that he ain't around.
Then she
Oh,
gonna,
you don't give me no time.
That's
I would
another
then
never-
she gonna be
thing.
texting son, hey big head.
Yeah, now you hitting the broke nigga back. You know what I'm saying? Like, fam.
Yeah, that's another thing, bro.
So, Keds, I'm gonna go around now. So, I know we touched on the value and money piece with women in relationships, right? So I guess we're all on the same
So
page.
now we gotta
regarding that.
address unconditional,
Unconditional
love.
love.
Right. So I want to know what you think about what Homeboy said in response to her when he mentioned women, they don't love you for you, they just love what you can.
I think that's
do for them.
that's like a
It's a slippery
per
slope.
situation basis kind of thing. Like you can't. I would never say there's no such thing as an unconditional love, either men or women, because I do believe in unconditional love. So I think it's really each situation, each relationship. That just would be your personal situation or your personal experience. Like I can't generalize that. I would
You're
never.
never gonna know until you're in it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You're never gonna know it until you're in it, and it's a fucked up thing because it's a gamble.
Yeah. Life is a gamble.
I'll say this, and then whoever could go. I feel like
He's right.
90%.
agree.
So who hurt you?
I feel like 90%. let me go. I do feel like 90% of women.
That's a high percentage.
I know it is.
Very.
I don't feel like 90% of women are capable of unconditional love.
That's a
wow.
very, very.
Don't
high
stop him. Let him
You know
handle
how
himself.
carefully he looked over at Rachel?
Yeah, like because
Don't stop him.
I'm not saying
let him continue.
I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this.
Right?
That's what's called a box.
I just think, but I feel like once again, I just feel like this is deep rooted, and I just feel like it's I bring it back to this is something I mentioned even earlier in prior episodes, right? It's the science, it's regular, typical science, and it correlates. I know I could see Phresh interrupting me as I'm speaking.
I ain't even saying.
I know, but I'm predicting this. So
Okay, Nostradamus.
Now that you predicted it, he might not even.
but it correlates, right? So we had this conversation before. When a guy meets a woman, right, and he's interested in her, and he goes and tells his homies for the first time, "Yo, I met this shorty." The first thing the guys in that chat is gonna say,
Let me see a picture.
9 times, how she look, how she look. Let me see a picture of her.
Okay.
That's like the first thing, right?
Okay.
And vice versa, women do that in the group
No.
chat too.
Hold on. Hold it.
You gonna tell her?
Women now.
Word, right?
You put in her chat?
Hold on. Women on the flips.
Yow.
Rachel, I don't consider Rachel in that
I was about to say, you don't consider me a woman.
I thought you
I don't consider her in the percentage of the women who I'm talking to.
I thought that's where it was going.
No.
Oh man, you don't it's crazy.
I don't consider her in the percentage of women I'm talking to.
Why is that?
But she was in a
'Cause
position of sending the pictures to the group chat, though.
She does not think that way.
But she was
No,
sending
I'm
the
getting
picture
to
just
it.
now.
Let me
Because you know her.
I know her personally, right? Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish. Women, on the other hand, most women, they meet a guy, they interested in the guy, they like the guy, they bring him up to his girls for the first time.
What does he do?
What does he do?
Nah.
What does he do?
And
What
why he thought I was gonna interrupt him
Nah.
is because the last time he said this, everyone here at the table was like, "You're wrong."
I'm not though.
I
But
know.
you are.
But
I'm
she's
not.
saying
I have different
I already
like
said
she
that
has
she
different
not.
groups
I
of
have
friends.
different groups of female friends. You know this.
That's a
I don't
fact.
like. I have different group
don't care
chats
what
with
y'all
different
tell
groups
me.
of female friends. And if I start talking to a guy and I'm like, yo, he da 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 da.
But Rachel, I don't
I
consider
promise
you
you-
that
I
type
think
of
they
woman.
wanna
But
see what you look like.
even like you don't consider me that way, okay? But like
She's
all of
telling
my
you
different
personal
groups of
experiences,
friends,
bro.
them too. Like they're not gonna ask me what is like. It'll come up down the
But
line.
they say the birds
the
of a
first
feather
thing
flock
will
together.
be
So I probably
what
won't
he
think
look
of that.
like.
Nah, honestly, I
Can
think
we see a
it's the
pic?
same side. Like,
I don't
what,
think
what
so.
does a person look like?
Yeah.
That,
I really don't.
what-
I think-
your answer is exactly why I said what I said. You're not gonna know until you're in it, because you gotta pass all that shit. Gotta get past all of
We
that.
do got to get past
Bro,
that.
but the reason that we all disagree with you the first time was the simple fact that if there was something that is more important to this individual than their appearance, that is the first thing that you're gonna address.
Yeah.
So, like the example at that time, I thought it was
But
like
it's still
shorty
right,
drive
but
a,
it's still-
a Bentley or some
right,
shit like that.
right.
You was gonna make sure you
Right.
mention that
But
first.
that's why I said I specifies when I said it's the beginning. Like he just met her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
And vice
you
versa,
gonna
she
say
just met her.
you yourself are gonna be like, yo, I just met shorty.
You're
she
gonna
was
introduce
this,
a
this,
person
and that.
Yeah.
with
You're
the
gonna
most
say
important
that on
thing
your
Yeah.
to
own.
you.
Yeah.
That's the point that I was making. You gonna be like,
So the-
yo,
yeah.
she pulled up in a fucking Ferrari, nigga.
I mean, yeah, but
She got money.
I'm gonna say she. I'm gonna say
That's
she looks
Lance
good
to the
first.
T.
Though.
That is
To the
Lance.
T.
I'm gonna say she
To
looks
the
good
T.
first, though. You know.
To the
And then-
R in the
No,
Rari.
no, what you're gonna do
Yeah.
after you say that, you're gonna be like, yo, she's bad, son. And she was driving a Ferrari. Like, you're not gonna leave that out.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't leave that out, but
You
that's
definitely-
my.
you-
you
but
definitely
my.
would.
But
my
that's the point that I'm making is that Ferrari then overshadows how she looks. Just like how you
The
would
Ferrari's the selling point.
say, yeah, most niggas would smash an ugly joint if her body bad. That would be a general consumption that a lot of people would make.
Which is false.
It's not true, but that's a general assumption that everybody would
Very
make.
false.
Be like, yo, if the girl ugly but her body crazy, you still gonna hit. That's the
That's
same
what women
ideology.
be saying. They be like, oh, they don't care how she looks.
No, because
her
it's,
face don't gotta be
Because it's true.
But as long as her
Anything.
ass is fat.
some men will smash
And-
if
but-
their body is
but
right.
here's the thing.
But that's not everybody.
That same principle applies to women.
Yes,
the
absolutely.
nigga could be ugly as a
As long as he
motherfucker.
got some
If he
money.
got some money, he
Yeah,
could get the
they gonna
draws.
do it.
Go past.
Well, I
They're
just
gonna do
feel
it.
like I feel like women nowadays, the percentage of that type, that is the selling point.
It's also
more
about
than,
the women you
more
go
than,
for too.
Well, let's not talk about me.
I'm not saying
I'm
you.
generalizing.
You see, now you sound guilty. I'm not talking about
listen,
you.
I'm
It's
just
about the
I'm
women
making
that
it
you
clear
try to
that
attract.
I'm making it clear.
Yeah, because that 90% is the 90% of women maybe that you've
Yeah, that's a high ass
encountered.
number, bro.
That's-
Well, listen, I'm single, and I've been single for a long time. so
That's
this
why.
That's
doesn't-
why, because the 90%, that 10% is the one.
I'm
that
just-
said,
I'm
you
just
like,
stush,
fuck
that's
that
all.
shit.
I'm just stush, bro. That's I'll just
Oh,
leave it
you
at
stush.
Stush, what are you, a bad bitch?
I'll leave it at that.
Yo, that's that got to be.
Drop a bomb, nigga. Damn
You know,
Hilarious.
that was on cue.
That's funny.
God damn.
Hilarious.
all right.
Oh,
well,
we.
Hilarious.
whatever.
So, 90% of women
Listen.
his
At the,
are incapable of unconditional
I
love.
wouldn't say
what
that.
you're saying. That's what he's saying.
His women,
No, I get it.
90% of his women.
No, I get it.
I just, I really believe that women really fall in love with the idea of what the man can ultimately do for them. Like that is what most women, not you. I just
Wait,
feel
I
like,
me
but
say
I have a
this.
question. I have a question,
Don't
Lance.
stuff
You
yourself.
have a lot of female friends, no? All right. As one of them, right, Lance? You know I love you.
yeah.
Do you not feel like that love is unconditional? Like, do you do anything for me?
You're that
I-
10%.
This is different.
But like, I'm saying. he
Okay,
has a
so
lot
now
of
he
other
means
female
only
friends.
romantically they're
Right.
not
So,
capable
okay,
of.
we're
Yes,
only talking
correct.
about romantic
Romantic,
because,
yes,
like, I
romantic
know all
relationship.
your female friends. I'm sure they love you, and you don't do
All
things to
right,
them.
so let me ask
And
you
even
this.
then, you can't say that because you don't know Rachel romantically.
No, so wait, hold on.
I don't.
All
Yeah.
right.
We
then.
don't even got to go
So
there.
you
Let
don't
me
know if
ask
she
you
But
this.
I know the type of person that she is, though. I know what.
But you
core-
wouldn't really know that because that's not the.
No,
type
but
of
I do
person
know
being
that-
romantically involved with
okay.
somebody, you see a different side of them.
Absolutely.
So you don't know her in that way.
Right.
You know the conversations that you've had about her experiences that she shares, but who's to
Yeah.
say she shares
Whatever
everything?
she tells you.
Yeah, she's a friend.
But that's neither here nor there.
She's a
Let
friend.
me ask you this:
Sis,
do
don't
you
tell me
think that men
Tell you everything.
are capable of unconditional love?
men?
Mm-hmm.
Don't bite your tongue.
I think you wanna know what's crazy?
Oh boy.
I think we are more capable.
That's not what I asked you.
Yeah, that's not what
That's not the question.
Are you sexist?
No, I'm not. I love women. Women have equal rights too, just as much as
Bro,
us, you know what I'm saying?
answer the question.
Anyways, but what was the question again?
Just the simple fact that
It's
you gotta
men.
ask that says,
Nah, it's the guy got thrown
It's
up.
men
with.
capable
do you
capable
think
of
men are
unconditional
capable of
love.
unconditional love?
Yes or no? You want me to? Is it
Yeah,
a yes or
Yes
no?
or no?
Or no?
Yes.
They are.
Yeah.
What's
So
your-
hold on.
Go ahead, my bad.
You personally, you like to say we know each other personally. I know how you think. I know you personally. If a woman is not cooking for you,
That's false, bro.
it's a deal breaker.
That's
Get the
false. That's
fuck
not
out.
a deal breaker
He's
for me.
lying,
That's not a deal
son.
breaker for me. I've said that.
Is that
That's
a lie,
not a
Wes?
deal breaker for me.
This
bro.
is your brother.
That is
a deal
not a
breaker?
deal breaker for me, bro.
If
that is
girl
not a deal breaker.
feeding him,
Now,
That is not a deal breaker for
Now
me.
At
because
this
he can
point in
cook for
time?
himself.
at this point in time,
But
is
it's not
it a
even,
deal breaker? I would say no.
But look, even if I don't cook,
Why?
even if I don't
Because
cook,
Lance's
though,
life changed.
listen,
But you don't really cook.
I do.
no, he don't.
I
wanna-
do.
He don't want to talk about that.
I do. But
Chicken.
listen, Chase, don't disrespect me.
No.
I'm being all right. I'm telling you, bro. it's
Listen,
a
The
man.
But
thing
I-
is,
so-
I know him, of course. This is my brother.
I'm not gonna put that as a deal
Bro,
breaker.
on this show,
All right, go,
you
Wes.
said you would not marry a woman if she couldn't cook.
I never said
You
that.
said that.
I never said that. I never said that.
And if y'all break
I
up,
never said that.
she got to move out to your crib.
This nigga here, funny.
Bro,
Wes, what you about to say?
kids,
I was about
Am I
We
tripping?
gotta go back.
And
You gotta go back to the
I
episode.
swear you said that.
You can't do it now. You
Receipts.
gotta go back
Pull
to the
up
episode.
receipts.
I never said that.
I swear you said something to that effect, bro.
What I said was, if she does not know how to cook, that is not a deal. Because at the end of the day, if she makes me happy, like straight down the list, she checks off all the boxes.
Hear what you're saying? She checks off all the boxes. So
Except for that.
these are
These
conditions,
are
correct?
conditions.
I would have.
You kind of set yourself up for that.
All right.
Those are conditions.
I'm speaking in general. I
Are
don't have
those conditions?
I do
So
not
what
have
boxes are you talking about?
I'm talking in generalization.
Elaborate on the boxes they
Okay.
check.
All right. Y'all really want to? Let me get into it.
I was gonna.
I do not have any conditions when
So
it comes to women.
elaborate
I do not have a
on
criteria.
the
what are
boxes
the
you
boxes you have to
reference.
check off?
I'm literally talking in generalization, bro.
Listen
Big
In generalization.
fucking
Listen.
son.
to the question. Can you elaborate on those boxes that they check off that
Okay.
you referenced just now?
For me, and
For
I've had
you.
this conversation
For
with-
you.
You had
with
this
your
conversation on the
homegirl,
podcast.
with you, and I had this with right.
So
and I had
go
this
ahead
with
and
Brittany.
answer.
For me, what I like is I'm a very big chemistry person, right? I'm a very big energy person, right? Those two things are like besides obviously, I got to be attracted to you. Those two things are the most important to me,
Okay,
right?
so that's all I
Everything
need. That's
else-
all I
That's a
need to hear. So if they don't match the energy you want,
Correct.
deal breaker.
That's a deal.
So is
breaker.
that not a condition?
But that's okay. If you put it like that, then everybody has conditions. Everybody has conditions. If that's the case. Mine is just very broad and vague. I don't have a particular.
Here's why I asked
she
the
gotta
question.
cook and she gotta clean, and if she doesn't do neither, then deal breaker. Mine's is just literally like if
So you
our
think
energies don't align.
so you think you
if the
better
chemistry
because
isn't there,
yours is not material conditions.
yes,
Wow.
yes.
At least he answered
Yeah,
honestly.
keep it
I
honest.
respect
It's
it.
not. It's
Yeah.
not. Yes. Absolutely.
Authority in the voice.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Voice.
Absolutely.
The puberty came in now.
Yeah, facts.
What I was.
That's all I was asking you, bro.
What I was going to say is that I know him, so I know the fact that if a female can't cook, and he is really into her and they into whatever, he's gonna let that rock.
I'm not gonna dub her just because she can't cook, bro. If
He's gonna let that
if she literally makes me happy, bro, I'm not
He's
gonna
gonna
let
let
her.
it
That's
ride.
why I
And I'm saying that
asked you
for
to
a reason.
elaborate.
You know what I'm saying?
And you did, and you listed
Yes.
some conditions that you have.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that's still questionable with you.
I do. Maybe not in the beginning, but I feel like after 5 years, 10 years, you're gonna be like, shorty, when you gonna figure this out?
Yeah.
In terms of cooking,
Yeah.
Especially because I'm gonna tell you why, bro.
I agree.
Food is your life, bro.
Yeah.
I
That's
do
facts.
enjoy eating.
You cannot deny that. Food is your life, so I can't see you marrying somebody who does not know how to cook.
He
I
said
can't see it.
something along the lines of he wouldn't mess with a joint if she wasn't
Nah,
cooking.
I
for
never
him or
said that,
can't
bro.
cook
I
or some
can't,
shit
bro.
like
I
that.
really can't see it, son. Unless she's gonna go out and buy you oxtail every day,
Oxtail's expensive, bro.
And exactly, you see what I'm saying? He's gonna be like, "Yo, what are you doing? Like, we spending all this money."
Exactly.
No.
When the
Buy some
You could
chicken.
make
I mean, I could cook, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
okay.
All right,
But
okay.
let's not go on
anyway,
that.
bro,
I
I asked
can
that
cook.
question.
We're not
because-
saying you can't.
Every episode.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah,
saying
we're
you
not
can't.
gonna
Fresh,
keep getting
go on.
into that. But I had asked that question because I wanted to see if you felt like this was only a woman thing or if this was a people thing, men and women, right? So personally, like I feel like unconditional love can exist. I think it's unlikely because be real about it, relationships are transactional.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You can't
More so for women, though. Let's be clear.
no.
Depends on the relationship.
Because for a man, I always say this. It's like
There's
niggas
no
gotta
benefit.
stop trying to front like they don't want certain things out of a woman, just like a woman wants certain things out of a man.
There's
They're just
more of a
different
benefit for the
types of
women,
things.
though.
Financially, maybe. But when you think about it, when you're looking at a man, and everybody knows that I'm an advocate for be your own person, do what you need to do for you, and if you combine and mesh with the other person, good. So you know that what I'm saying is not bullshit. But when it's the man, typically his things are gonna be on the physical side. That's just the reality of it. Is anybody in disagreement with that?
No, for the most part.
Right? Okay, so like I said, referencing the point that you wanted to make, oh, they're gonna say how she look. And you think the women are gonna say what he do. Right?
Yes, correct.
That's not always the case though.
Well, we're gonna agree to disagree there because I feel like
we're gonna make a poll and we're gonna figure this one out because you know what I'm saying, not all women is as single track minded as
Not
you
all.
making them out to be.
not all.
You said 90%.
I did say 90.
That's
That's
too high,
that's
bro.
damn near
percentage.
all.
That's a high percentage.
That's too high.
That's
so what,
very high.
maybe I should say 80 or
That's
75.
still come on,
Like,
bro.
nigga, have you really met all the women in the world?
No.
So how can you say 90%?
All right, maybe I
It's
did.
90%
Maybe that was a
of-
little too high.
Very, bro.
Maybe that was too high.
But-
I'll drop it down to
That's
75.
not even
Women
Being-
outnumber us like
being-
10 to 1.
That's
Being
not even
real
a
about it, bro.
point
You
of a point percent. Like
Maybe
Dog,
75.
that's-
But
Maybe
being
75.
real about it, relationships are transactional, and
Absolutely.
every single person
Absolutely.
has conditions on some level, in some way, shape, or form. That if a person is or isn't doing something, they don't want to be there.
And that's why I
just the
said-
reality of it, bro.
I agree. I agree.
It's just different things for
I agree.
different strokes for different folks.
there is such
It's
thing.
time for the Stoop Breaker.
Children, though,
My bad.
come on, son. That is where
My bad.
I think
Go on.
unconditional love exists without bound.
Mm-hmm.
Children. And that's for men and women. You're
Correct.
not gonna be
I
looking at
agree.
your kid in conditions like, I'm not gonna love you if you don't this, that,
I
and the
agree.
other. You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
But romantically,
Yes.
everybody has something that they expect or want from the other person. That's
Like I
just the
said,
reality.
I
of
agree,
it.
Malik. There is such thing as unconditional love, but I do think there is conditions after if you don't, then
Word, especially if it's
If
a
you
certain
don't-
amount
But
of
But
time.
there's still gonna
so-
be the I'll still love you if.
yeah,
Yeah.
But is it unconditional love? I'm supposed to love you if, through, and what, but.
You still gotta, you
Yeah,
still
but
gotta complete the
they
resume
they have
before
a
you get the
gray
job.
area. I feel like a gray area exists within that question.
When y'all said regarding kids, I feel like that is really where unconditional love exists.
But then you have
I-
parents where it doesn't, though.
Very true.
Oh, yeah,
I
don't
think
love my son
I
if
think
he's
it's
gay.
very
My
rare when it
daughter
comes
should
to
be something
adults.
like
I'm
that,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm gonna stick to that. I just think unconditional love when it comes to adults, romantic relationships, I think it's a very rare thing in today's
no, I do
society.
think I
There's a
agree.
gray area, though.
I think it's rare. Is it there?
Because really
Yes.
and truly,
Yes.
I understand what you're saying. Everybody does have conditions,
Yeah.
and if those conditions aren't met or if they fall off, then it's like the
It's
love
not-
starts
it's
to
not
fade.
even if they-
so you can't really call that unconditional love.
It's not even if they fall off. As if I would say
That's not unconditional love.
But all right, you see when he said gray area, it is all right, because I still feel there's a difference between preference and condition.
Yeah, like the
I-
things that in your box that you're listing, I think are preferences,
They may be
not necessarily
preferences.
conditions.
I feel like conditions sometimes maybe arise during your relationship or as your relationship is going along.
Absolutely.
And maybe something comes about. Now this is a condition.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is how you address this
exactly.
condition. And if this person has unconditional love, they'll see past this condition.
Facts.
I think that's
and
more
there are
so
also
what
cases
that is.
where the person can't see past that.
Nah, not even that. But there are also situations where if that's not the case, it's like, okay, if something doesn't come up during the relationship, maybe it's something that y'all spoke about in the early stages of your relationship that there was an expectation that you were going to improve something that you didn't. So this is where the gray area comes in. But those things are there no matter who you're dealing with. And if they tell you no, they lying.
And that's why I say I do believe in unconditional love. But like I said, when you get in a relationship, it's
everybody got a limit.
There's a limit. Because if we get in a relationship, I love you unconditionally. Just promise to do this, that, and the third. I got you. And then once that thing happens, right, that you don't like, and you address it, and it keeps happening, that unconditional love tends to fade.
Right. And on top of that, this is the last point that I'm gonna make on it. On top of that point, just because someone might still love you doesn't mean that y'all have to be together. So they can still love you unconditionally, but y'all just don't work out as a couple.
Yeah, obviously you gotta drop it down for that one.
No, that's
I agree.
And I believe
because that's where some women have it confused, like, and that's a whole nother topic, but they feel like that unconditional love and that staying loyal means I'm gonna stay with you even though you broke all these conditions that arose throughout our relationship, and that's
Through
not
thick
the
and
case.
thin. Yeah, that's a whole other conversation.
And that has a lot to do with loyalty. They feel like you got to be loyal through the bullshit.
No, like I can
when
still
to let
love you,
go,
but that doesn't
man.
mean I have to stay with you. Like I'm gonna love you from afar.
Exactly.
type
You
of
gotta
shit.
love somebody enough to know when it's time to go.
Exactly.
I agree. So we gonna.
So
we
in
gonna-
that
I'm
situation,
gonna get myself up
would you agree unconditional love exists then? With that
Well,
last point that I made?
I initially said that I do believe unconditional love does exist.
Just not from a woman.
No, I said what I said was.
You said it's very rare.
I said it's very rare. That's all. That's all I said.
That's fair.
So we're gonna move on.
Go ahead. Now you can play the drop.
I know. That was an accident. But shout out. That was a good topic. It was loaded, very loaded question. Before I actually move on to the Stoop Breaker, quick plug in. Make sure you guys follow the Stoop Talk Podcast page on all platforms, all social media platforms. That is, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts, right? And we're on YouTube. That's where you can see us visually. So make sure you go check that out. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like and you comment on all those platforms. Stoop Talk Podcast. All right. Make sure you do that. You dig? And now I get to play DJ Active. Shout out to my bro. I kind of miss his dumb ass. It's actually refreshing because he would be trying to, diss me or say something. So it's very refreshing that he's not here. Nah, that's my bro.
There definitely was a moment that came that he definitely would have said something.
That heated you up.
Shout out to my bro. But anyways, this is my favorite time of the show, and it is.
It's time for the Stoop Breaker.
Yeah. Stoop Breaker time. So Rach and Wes, y'all
It's
already.
time for
Sorry. Yeah. So Rach and Wes, y'all already know what the Stoop Breakers are, so I need to explain. You guys watched the show and you've been a part of it, so we're just gonna jump.
doing it, you?
Yeah, I got one. It's a good
I
one.
got one too.
I got a good one.
We could do double.
No, we don't have time to do double.
Before we go into that, what topic is yours? Don't be asking niggas no questions no more, nigga.
Like, yo, you like your nigga.
I got a good one.
Word,
Yes,
you.
Would you get your
I got a real good one.
fuck out of here?
Yeah.
You go weird, son.
That-
Nah, but for real, what's
it's non-sexual. It's actually about it's about courting. Actually, it's quick though. It's interesting, very interesting.
all right. We could leave it since we was talking about relationships.
Run
We could
with
do
it.
a
Yeah,
quarter.
let's run
whatever.
with it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Go
Run with
ahead.
it.
Yeah. So the Stoop Breaker that I got for today is and this is really this is actually based on the guys, but Rach, you could give a little input too.
I mean, there's always another opinion on the other side.
Yeah. So anyways, so my question, well, Stoop Breaker to y'all, which is a question. We actually spoke about this separately, not on the show, but we had like a private conversation about this, and I was like, what, let's actually bring it to the podcast. So hopefully it's a fresher memory. But anyways, what is the male equivalent to buying a woman flowers? What is something simple and thoughtful that you have received or would like to receive from a woman you are dating? Something she can get you just to let you know that she was thinking about you.
That's a Stoop Breaker?
That's a Stoop Breaker. Let's make this quick.
Equivalent to flowers, though.
Yes. And Rachel, if you have any ideas,
Flowers are
be my guest.
expensive, actually. So,
But
Well, it depends on what you
They're
get.
sim-
If you get
this
like,
is
if you get like,
There's different.
yeah,
you
it's
know,
different types. Literally, it depends on what you get. At the end of the day, it can range anywhere from $20 to
$20.
$20 flowers?
What's that?
I'm just saying.
It's a regular bill.
Bro, you're not saying
That'd be
that.
like
I don't
a
think he's
regular
talking about the
bouquet.
monetary value of it. Just the fact of what women,
The gesture
what flowers
of
represent
flowers.
for a woman.
Yeah.
What is
Right.
something that represents that
It's
to
a good
you as a
question.
man?
I want to know.
Right, but what is equivalent like on the
It's
on the male
different for
side?
everybody. It depends on what your interests are. It depends on, I'm saying, what you like. Me personally, something that's thoughtful, like something that I'm into. Like I'm a fucking cologne fanatic.
I was just about to say, I think cologne
You know what
would
I'm saying?
be the
Something like
choice.
that to me would be a thoughtful thing. Like I might have mentioned something that smelled good a long time ago, and if you was paying attention, you kept note of that, and you was like, "Yo, I want to do something nice." I go bought him a bottle of this. Boom, here. That's a thoughtful thing. So that's something for me personally. But I mean, it could be a variety of things.
Wow.
I like wine. So if you figure out a bottle of wine, I like wine.
Some old age
but
shit
listen,
though.
it
Can't
gotta
be
be
some regular.
special. So
No, but it's
Not
this
a
is a-
$7.99 bottle of whatever you
it's a per person kind of thing,
Yeah.
right? It's
But my thing
that's
is,
his preference.
So let's
That's
make
what
it
he likes.
personal. Let's make it personal.
But
I
my
wanna hear
thing
what
is,
y'all-
let's say I'm buying you some flowers. It's not some crazy like
I'm just getting you flowers.
these flowers came from Indonesia. And they're-
Nah, but they got what's
I'm
those
buying you
box
flowers,
shits that's
you know what
supposed
I'm
to be mad bread. The shit that come in the box.
Yeah,
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 box.
yeah.
1 year flowers.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
But
Waste of blood.
my thing
clot
is, we're
money.
thinking about, we're talking about things that you just give, like, you know,
They look nice,
occasionally,
though.
Here,
What's so special
here's
about
some
them?
flowers.
Nah,
Look
they
this.
just
You know what I'm
last
saying?
long. That's the whole thing.
Yeah,
Man.
Bruh,
here's some flowers.
Fuck
Here's
that.
this.
I could put together a better bouquet than that box.
But it will die in like 2 weeks, tops.
I don't care.
Well, we know what she want.
We don't
So
care.
kids,
What you doing with those shits in a box? Where they going?
They
You don't even put them in water.
Nah, they serve as decor basically. That's their purpose.
We could double up on this stoop breaker. But
we
go ahead and
the
answer.
next
I
one,
got one that's quick.
let's save it because we need stoop breakers. You know what I'm saying?
We
Save it.
always got them, nigga.
I'm always.
I'm a
doing
stoop breaker machine. I don't know about you.
them. Cat's going.
Nah, I just think it's got to be something thoughtful.
Nah, you name something.
Personally?
Yes.
I think cologne is good. I like. Yeah.
Are you saying that because you thinking of the price aspect?
No,
or-
no. I'm just thinking about personal because
I mean, you gotta. I feel like you gotta. You know, the price
I
aspect
think
matters
it's
as well.
a mixture of both.
Yeah, I think
But it
it's
still
just
has to be
something-
because honestly, let's say it's a meal that you've been talking about. Yo, let's say we
I
went
wanna
to
go
we
here
went,
and eat.
Yeah, exactly. Let's say we went to a restaurant a while ago. Let's say 2 years ago, and you bring it up out of nowhere. Like, yo, remember when we went to such and such? And then like let's say 2 weeks later, she's like, yo, let's go out, and she takes you there. That's something that's equivalent to you know, buying her flowers. But some people buy flowers for a woman every single week though, so it's kind of hard to say. Like, I don't know.
I don't know if going out is equivalent to buying.
I don't
flowers.
think
It's
so.
the thought.
Yeah,
it's-
that's what I'm
but
saying.
that's what
No,
we're
but
getting
it's-
at.
I was just describing
it's
the
really
thought,
about the
like
sentiment
how,
behind it.
like what it means to you. That's it. It's not.
And, and that's why I said the whole
Like that's what
wine
I'm saying
thing.
with the bottle of wine. Because
Yeah.
the bottle of wine could be $20.
That, yeah, and that's like
But
I
it
said.
could be
But it's just a
sentimental
thought
to-
Yeah.
that I know he loves wine, and let's say he had a hard week.
Exactly.
He had a hard week at work, and he wants to unwind for the weekend. I'm gonna buy him this
Let's say
bottle,
she just
and he's
came.
gonna be
You
happy. when he
came
comes
home and there's this bottle of wine right
Yeah.
there. It's gonna be like, man,
Exactly.
I
It's the-
appreciate that.
That's the key,
It's the thought.
son.
It's-
Sometimes it's not
it's not
about
about
what you
the money.
spend.
It's not about
It's
how
the
much you
sentiment,
spend.
the thought behind some shit that shows you paying attention
Chase, what about
to
you?
this person.
Bro, the money that shit don't mean nothing to me because I'll buy whatever it is I want that I need, whatever. So just give me a blowjob. I'm straight.
Well,
Instead of a job.
you hear it first.
First of all, the nigga sound like a white boy. Yeah, just suck my cock. Fuck is a blowjob?
Give me a
nigga?
blowjob. One shot.
Nigga, give me some head. Like, what
You
you
can
mean?
do that too.
Blowjob. Yeah,
right.
suck my cock for me.
Josh is in total shaking head mode.
Yo, matter of fact, Josh, how about you
Because
come
but like you said,
Josh,
like
let me know
y'all
what
said, it's person by person,
Josh is in total
equivalent to
shaking
flowers.
my head mode.
Like Ken said, you could buy flowers every week. You know what I'm saying?
The nigga Chase, suck my cock.
Josh, how you gonna do that one?
Yo, I'm fucking dead.
He sat back. He said,
I was thinking at the top of this, I was just like, I pray to God no one says exactly what you said. It sure as shit.
You ain't gonna be mad at that though.
Oh, man. What was the question again? I'm fucking-
Nah, so the question was like, what would you think
This
is
nigga.
an equivalent gift to to a man like as flowers.
Yeah, man. Flowers are trash, bro.
Damn.
This coming from a married man, by the way.
Yeah, I've never given flowers to any woman. I think, and I probably wouldn't date a woman.
Yeah,
that wanted
personally, I think
flowers.
they're a waste of money.
Yeah,
But
they
it's
are.
about what you like.
Yeah, they're a waste of. That's how I view them, and any woman that I've dated pretty much views them the same way. But if they was gonna try to have the equivalent of that, because I'm put the flowers aside, because whatever. Just a pair of drawers, man. Like seriously,
Facts.
that like anytime I get a pair of drawers from a woman, oh man, you don't know. I mean, like I go through drawers like every 2 weeks, bro.
That is thoughtful.
Nah, but it's that's a per person
For him,
basis.
yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He knows what he goes through, and as a woman, if she realizes that, let me let me hook him up with some new shit.
I mean, it's the
saying?
same for women. Just the same way he said, not every woman is into receiving flowers
yeah.
and shit like that. Like,
Rach, what would you give a special young man?
it depends on the young man and his interests. Like,
Have you
Okay,
done
what
that in the
have
past?
you in the
Yes,
past?
I was about to say, have you done that in the past? We would love to know.
would
Some
you know?
back that glass up exclusive
Yes.
gifts insider info right now.
It's been a long time since I bought a nigga anything, but like, simple things. Like, if I know that I did this once, like he had a rough week, similar to what you were saying, I bought him some tickets to a Knicks game. Like, let's go.
Oh, that's nice.
Like,
I like that.
something
Yeah.
like that. Something that you're
Right, that's actually a really nice. Joke.
yeah, like something that it goes based off of what you're interested in, like what you like, and something that will put a smile on your face, something like that.
That was nice. You see, this is my.
What would you like besides flowers?
Wine,
Wine?
big wino, back that
She
glass
is a-
up, like.
She is kind of a drunk.
Facts.
Nah, I'm fucking
not
around.
drunk.
I'm fucking around.
Just because I can
She
hold my
be
liquor
tipsy,
better
though.
than you.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Rach is a.
So we gotta have a shot o'clock right about
Right,
now.
that's when this nigga start walking around the party talking about who's gonna suck my cock.
Them damn.
Yeah.
Damn
Are we actually gonna put this episode out?
Yeah, facts. Nigga.
Yes. All right, man. Yo, listen.
So is the title gonna be "Suck My Cock"?
Nah, we can't have two back-to-back episodes referencing penis.
Yeah.
The last episode was money dick. We can't put another one out.
Shout
like
out to
that.
Chris Dredd. too. That was a good
Yo,
episode.
That's fucking hilarious.
But
Son, this is some funny shit.
that was funny. We're gonna move on.
Please.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna wrap up and get to the last topic. But before we do, quick plug in. Make sure you guys shop at Christoph Christian. You heard?
Yes, sir.
That is where our merch is sponsored from. Stoop Talk Podcast. Nobody got the merch on today.
But
I do.
Wes got a
Not Stoop Talk Podcast, but he got on the
good
Christoph
sweater on
Christian
right
sweater.
Same thing.
You know what I'm saying? So make
a
sure you go
fact.
got your Milk. Go zoom in. Shout out to Milk. It's my boy from the hood.
That's
You
a
know what
fact.
I'm saying?
Pulled up
on me.
did his thing.
You know what I'm
Shout out
saying?
to
Doing
Milk.
his thing
Shout out
right
to
now. Shout out
Christoph
to
Christian.
Christoph Christian.
Both my brothers.
Yes, sir.
Everybody doing
Yes,
their thing.
sir.
So if you guys love the show, you love the podcast, and you want to support, definitely
support.
go on Stoop. Well, you can go on Stoop Talk Podcast, but you can go on Christoph Christian to go get some merch as well. All right, make sure you go do that.
Nope, definitely giving a lot of the cameramen a run for their money. Tell you that.
Hey, listen, shout out to everybody that collaborated with Stoop
Nah,
Talk
your
in
man
terms
doing
of,
the angles and all that. He shook his head too.
shout out to Miss Anonymous and shout out to my man Brian. You know what I'm saying? They've been holding this down. Shout out to my son SOS. So it's been a long time since we
Yeah,
heard of
facts.
him, but hope everything is good with him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody crashed too and D Nice, everybody that filled in, you know, with the cameras. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyways, we're gonna move on. This final topic is interesting. Everybody on this table are parents except for me and my brother, which is funny. But
Partially.
Nah, D-West.
Partially.
well, yeah, but he.
We not
Listen,
gonna do that.
I still need somebody. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I need somebody.
It's just
No,
you.
Now you need somebody.
I'm just saying I can't be the only.
You do need somebody.
But he's stush.
But anyway, so this last topic, once again, I saw on Instagram, and I just thought it was very interesting, right? So in this dialogue is a mother and a father. Well, two separate mom that has a child and a separate father that has his own child, right? So the situation goes as follows, and this is coming from the mother's perspective or point of view. So she goes and tweets, "My daughter made a new friend at the playground I asked the dad if we can plan a play date. He's like, okay, I'll give your number to my wife and you can ask her. And then she goes on and says, I don't know why that was weird to me. Aren't you her parent too? And then she concludes with this message and says, men who have to ask their wives first bug me. Now, I am going to go to Keds first.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you what are your thoughts about, what she said? And does she have a valid point to feel, how she feels?
No. I don't agree with her. I feel her point is stupid.
Very.
I want to know wherever the fuck my child is going at all times. And I expect, vice versa. So if there's any type of plan, play date, whatever, I don't give a fuck. I need to know. She needs to know. We both have to be on the same page at all times. It doesn't matter what's going on.
Okay, sorry to cut you off. What if the words that were used, instead of, I'll give you your number to my wife and you can ask her, what if he would have said, I'll let me take your number, I'll let my wife know and, we could set this up.
Yeah, I mean, what's the difference?
I feel like there is
She would have said the same thing.
What's the difference, though? I think she's just playing into it like, why does my number have to go to your wife and not you? But what the fuck do you care for? Like, why do you care for?
That's my point. I'm just
Because
saying
you had an ulterior motive.
That could be the only reason. Like,
I was waiting till it got to me to talk about that.
What
Because
really
that looked
what's
like
the
an
difference?
Because you was trying
What's
to
the
bag
difference?
me.
Yeah.
Our kids are still gonna
That's
play
what I'm saying.
together, right?
Right.
My wife is gonna take your number. We're gonna arrange this whole thing together, right?
Let
This
me
is my
protect
wife.
my
We're a unit.
marriage.
I don't know what you have going on. I don't know if you're a
Smart
single
man.
mom, if you're
She saw a
in a
thing.
relationship.
She saw a
Okay,
thing.
we'll set this up together. We all gonna do this together. We're not gonna do this on some me and you type of shit. This is not a date with me, you, and our
You
kids.
gonna accidentally sent me a nude? Nah.
No, she may have saw a thing and she was interested in it.
Good.
I feel like it's a wild setup, honestly.
It was.
That's what it sounds
She's
like.
gonna
to me.
The fact that she
accidentally
was
send a
so
nude?
bothered that she had to go and tweet about it, like
Yeah.
you clearly
Why does
had
that
an
bother
ulterior
you?
motive.
This man was dope. He had his kid with him. I saw something and he talked about his
This nigga
wife.
Lance is like, I don't gotta tell my wife that.
Bro, I don't see, listen.
Oh my God.
Spoken like a nigga with no kids.
Nah,
Listen,
I'm sorry.
listen,
Or a
listen,
girl.
Listen.
No family.
Let me say this.
Nah, go ahead.
Let me say this. I completely understand that, like what Phresh likes to infamously say, boundaries, right? I think you should probably do a trademark
I'm
for
gonna
that
give it a
name.
shirt.
But, now you gotta say boundaries.
I want to hear what he.
But
Yeah.
I understand that, right? But I feel like with this, particular situation, I think she kind of like I understand where she's coming from.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
Where is
You don't have children.
where is she coming from? Well, I want to hear this. Like, continue.
Because I think she looks at it as okay, like what she said. You're her dad too, right? Like, can't you, do you need to, put it through for your wife to handle this?
Okay.
It's not about handling.
Is that gonna be? Is that gonna be your excuse
It's
when
about
you get the
respect.
nude?
So
It's about
Exactly.
respect. That's
So-
really
so
what
my-
I
it
get
is.
that part. I get that part.
My
But
thing
I
is-
don't think.
all right, my thing is, let's take it a notch down, right? Let's say that wasn't his wife. Let's say he's saying,
Sorry,
I'm
what
going to
was-
text my child's mother to let her know this is going on, or you can text my child's mother.
Yeah.
Either way, that person got to know what's going on with their kids.
He's not
Exactly.
saying
You know what I'm saying?
all the
They
time.
gotta know what's
But look,
That's
on
only-
the flip side. This is not to say that he's not letting her know what's going on.
Mhm.
But I think what she was trying to drive home is like, yo, bro, like you can, like you're her dad too.
Yeah,
like
but
you could just let
No,
the
but
mom know.
I
what's
didn't bring
going-
this child
It's
into
not
the
like-
world by myself.
Listen,
I understand that.
So if you understood, then you would get what I'm saying. Then you have to
Listen,
respect the
on-
opinion of the
right,
other
but
parent.
on the flip
so if
side-
the other parent is not cool with that decision, then what?
On the flip side, I'm pretty sure if it was the other way around, if the mom was making that exact decision, she doesn't always have to go to the dad
of
to tell.
course.
What?
Are you dumb?
That depends on
See,
you.
it-
That depends on what you set up.
Exactly. That depends on whatever situation
something.
you got going on.
Look at it
So
like this.
On a plate,
That's what I say.
As parents, there has to be a mutual respect, right? That says, I can't make decisions regarding the well-being
I
of
don't think this is
our
like
child.
I don't think this is like a $1 million
Do he
decision.
know this girl?
If this is if you're married, right? Because
No. This is relationship. Hold on,
Yeah,
wait. This is relationship.
cut
This
the
is
toe.
married.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I cut
That's
that out.
irrelevant.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, the relationship that y'all have as parents, whether y'all co-parenting or y'all in a relationship, there has to be a mutual respect that says, I need to know what's going on with my child, just as I would let you know what's going on with my child. Especially if there's something like this that my child is going to be around other people, I would like to know that. Now, hold on, I'm not even done. Furthermore, looking at it from the aspect of why is she bothered about it, that I'm going to go to my shorty and, you know what I mean, make sure that she cool with everything first. It's like, I got to correspond with you. The kids aren't going to correspond with themselves. So how am I going to then explain I'm talking to this new bitch I met at the park, talking about setting up a play date? Like, what kind of
play date?
You know what I'm saying?
What kind of playing are we
kind
doing?
of-
Is it married kind of play? Trying to get a blowjob?
Whoa. Yo, hold on.
Yo,
Wait a
for
minute.
me,
Yo,
Let's not do that. Pause that shit right there.
Yo, Chase, you started.
Peace out, man. Peace out, man.
Yo.
no, but
So you started
look,
it, bro.
So, like I said, you got to then correspond with this person. So now it's two adults talking, right? And it's like, okay, how are you then going to say to your wife that you never even told her that you met somebody that you was
Nah.
going to take them to a
Because you're
place
supposed to
and
be
quote
like
unquote-
Lance. But
Like
that's
what?
my
No,
child
I'm
too.
not. Listen, y'all miss.
no, we're going by
Bro,
what you said.
Going off
why
what
do
you
you
said.
gotta let them know everything?
we're-
But
No,
basically it's how
okay,
you
no,
saying it.
okay, no.
This is
I
where
don't want you guys
communication
to-
is very key.
So imagine me coming in on a
No,
sun on a.
let him
No, yeah,
elaborate.
Let me
He-
get my thought
he
out.
needs to-
I'm not
hear the
saying why do I need to let my wife know. Of course, my wife will know what's going
Why do
on.
you
I
need
think
her
her
approval?
point, right? It's not even.
Bro,
Is that
you
what you're
gotta
saying?
let
It's
your
just like,
wife
yo,
know
let-
because
just
your
let your-
wife has to
let your
give the
wife know what's
okay.
going on.
No, your wife has to give the okay
For-
that y'all kid can go
To have a play date?
Yes.
So
Rachel,
basically,
let me-
what you're saying is the conversation should be my wife, her number,
No, Lance-
my number, Shorty's number, and my
So I
phone.
gotta tell my.
No.
Hold on. So hold on.
Lance is, I'm the man. I'm making a decision. You gotta roll with it. That's what
No.
he said.
And she
Nigga, that's
bad.
you. That's you. Second of all,
You're literally saying right now that you shouldn't have to get
That's not what
permission
I'm
from
saying.
your shorty.
listen. There's certain things. If you're a parent, there's certain things that
You're not a parent, so you can't say that.
But
Yo,
let me
babe.
speak. There are certain things that each parent should be able to make executive decisions on a day-to-day basis. On a day-to-day basis. For instance, if I have a child, or let's say, well, Rachel does have a child, but she has a child, and not to put your, well, let's say she has a child, baby father's in the situation, whatever. I'm not gonna put her business out there, but she has a child. Her child wants McDonald's. She doesn't have to tell. I'm just saying.
Okay,
That's
That-
totally
trivial.
different.
That
my nigga.
is an
Come on,
executive
son.
decision.
It's the same fucking.
No, it's
Bro,
not.
are you
serious?
That
sounds
is
a play date
an,
right
that
now,
is
bro.
an
A play
executive
date?
decision. You are trying to fucking sit there and decide whether you're gonna pick from Burger King or McDonald's across the street, and then a play date
Man,
that can be planned next week.
Listen,
That's
I'm not
top
saying
five
the wife.
dumbest things you ever said on the
I'm
show,
not
my
saying
nigga.
the wife has to know. Like I'm not saying like you
Yo,
got.
babe.
I didn't mean to say that. I'm not saying that the wife doesn't need to know. Like I'm good with telling your wife. You should tell your wife.
No.
What I'm
we're
saying
not
is you
saying
don't need.
we're not saying just tell her. We're saying she needs to be a part of that decision
planning,
to
yes.
do
Let me
it.
tell you something.
Yeah, it's
what
not
if
even,
you
it's
you
not
don't
even
know
that
Shorty,
she
you
has to
don't
make
know
the
that
final
day.
decision. It's not even that she has to make the final decision. I'm not even jacking that, but that is a decision that y'all have to make
Cohesively.
Together.
Right. That's
Yeah.
what I said. I'm not saying she got to give the
Listen,
okay, but
I
she got to
feel like
agree.
as long as each parent is like involved in doing their thing, I feel like when specifically
You're
this
going on
situation,
child support.
specifically this situation we're talking about.
You?
I feel like
Child
either
support.
like, I'm good with you just letting me know, like, oh, babe.
That's because
yeah,
you
I
don't
met-
care to be a part of the raisins phase of your kid.
Yeah.
That's why you feel like that.
nigga,
and
that's
you've
not
literally
true.
said that before.
That
Don't
is-
cut it.
that
Don't
is-
try
You're
it.
going on child support.
That is not true in terms of
Bro,
no.
did you or did you not say, yo,
What I s-
I'm not changing diapers. I let Shorty do that. I'm comfortable
Listen.
paying everything if I don't got to change diapers and shit. You said
I'll-
that or no?
I was making a joke when I said that.
Oh, now he was joking.
I was making a joke when I said
Now
that.
it's a
Copy.
joke thing.
I was making a joke.
Copy.
I was making a joke.
Copy.
Now it's a joke thing.
It was a
Right.
joke. thing.
Okay.
It was a joke.
Okay.
thing.
But bottom line is, bro, and if and when you ever become a parent, that's something you're gonna learn very fucking quick.
Yeah.
Especially if you got a don't take shit baby moms.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna learn that quite fast. That you can't go making
Your
decisions like
communication
that
skills are gonna go like
without
up to
trust
here.
consulting.
Everything needs. I never said everything does not need to be
Bro,
communicated.
no.
No, but
This
you want to do it on your
particular
own
thing,
terms.
We're not talking about trivial shit like picking McDonald's. We talking about taking your kid to play a play date with somebody that you do not know. You don't know the
Especially if you
kid.
in a
And like,
relationship.
how are you not gonna discuss
And you
that?
don't know
They're
the
having,
parent.
but
yeah, you don't know the parent. Like,
This is someone you randomly met in a park.
Right? Like, how are you not?
Yeah,
you
you know
don't
what he
know
gonna
this
say?
person.
Yo, babe, little Trevor made a friend today. And,
If you ask
and
me,
his
that
mom,
shit is weird.
She pulled up in a Ferrari, so you know she got money and she bad.
That's
So
that,
I know
Y'all
the
but that-
birthday party's gonna be
but
lit.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Imagine you waking up on a Saturday talking about, yo, babe, we getting dressed. We about to head out to this play date. She's like, oh, play date where?
With
To
who?
to
With who?
Jerome,
nah, she would know beforehand.
to Jerome's house.
She would know beforehand.
After you told her, not after you discussed it. Telling someone something after
And
the fact,
having a
that's totally
conversation
different
about it. Yeah.
from
I'm
conversing
sorry.
about
Maybe
it.
I guess I'm not.
Completely
I feel like
That's
a
because you're
situation
controlling.
Like no, I'm not. I'm very far from.
You
controlling.
use the
I'm a
word
free
executive
spirit.
decision. You know what executive decision means?
I'm trying to make.
That's
a
how
point.
you try to
You
make
run
a
I
show.
just feel
things.
like certain things, like parents can make executive decisions. Or I didn't want to say
not,
executive
not
decisions.
stuff like
only.
that though, bro.
would the situation be the same if y'all knew the person, like it's like a classmate of the little kid or something like that, and it's still a mother, and as a man, would you still feel like you would need to go back?
I feel
and
like
If my
the
wife
parents-
don't know
if,
this
if the
person,
mother
then
like
it's
is
a dub.
married as well, and you
if
don't
my
feel like
wife
she's
don't
trying
know who
to-
this is,
It's a dub.
we gotta have
still
the,
gotta
we
have
gotta
a
have the
discussion.
conversation.
Even if you know who it
I
is.
feel like if both the
Nah, if
parents
you know who
are
it is,
acclimated,
if they cool
Like,
already,
if
then
they-
it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
such
you
and such
say
day
something.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
you're gonna have a
They're gonna have a play date.
if
But
both the parents are acclimated, this
Yeah.
different.
Right.
From
Yeah.
you just meeting somebody
a
in the park.
stranger
Hey.
in the park. If you ask me, she said that's weird. Like guys that need to ask their wife first is
And then
bugging.
when your wife
To
goes,
me,
so what she look like?
Nah, not even that.
Her
She
baby
weird. 'cause-
father is not present clearly. Like she doesn't have to run
Bro,
anything.
who
by
goes in
herself.
I
the
get
park?
as a respect. I
Who
trust me. I
goes
get
in the
that
park
part. I
just
think
getting
she-
random
Stop
play dates? Like I think that
That
shit
happens
is
all
weird.
the time.
Nah, bro. I think that's
For
weird.
single people.
Exactly.
I think that's weird.
Yeah, I would do it.
That give me very pedophilish creep vibes. I guarantee you, if that was a man, the roles were reversed, and he was trying to get play dates, they would say he's a creep.
That's true though.
They'd be like, "Why are you
very
trying to
true.
get play date? Like, what you
He out
doing?
here
Like, what?
bagging
You
chicks
ulterior?
with
You got
his
ulterior? Oh, you
kids.
trying to use
Yeah.
your kid
Using
to
your
get
kid to
bitches?
get-
Yeah, no, that's
Right?
a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
narrative would be
That's a
totally
fact.
different.
That's exactly how I would look at it.
That's a
I
fact.
think that shit is weird, bro.
That's a double
Like
standard.
Phresh said, if and when you have a child, you
gonna
will
learn.
understand very
You gonna learn
I
very
find
quick.
it weird that
And
she
you're gonna
found it
find out
weird.
before
That's
the
what
baby
I
shower.
find funny.
Well, yeah,
But that's
I mean,
why
she may
niggas
have an
think that she
ulterior
had
motive
a-
at the
a-
end.
She
of the day.
has to,
I would.
bro.
I don't put it past it, but I
Because
do
isn't
feel
your
like
isn't your end game? I want my child to have a play date. That's what your end game
Why
is.
are you worried about
So
their relationship?
If the wife has to say be involved in making this play date happen, what's the problem?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like women. Like I don't play, you know what I'm saying? I don't go on
Yeah,
play
it
dates with
shouldn't matter
moms
who
because
you
we don't get
coordinate
along.
with.
Women are catty. That's the type of shit she would say.
Nah, it shouldn't
Like,
matter who you
I
coordinate
think
the
she was
play
just
date with.
invested in the fun that her child.
That's
had
the
and-
single nigga in you speaking.
Yeah,
Okay.
really.
She was invested in the fun that she was going
She's about
with
to
her
have,
husband
boy.
while he was outside
So it's
playing.
like, oh,
Told
little
you,
Timmy,
random nudes,
little
nigga.
Timmy and
or
Bob
maybe
is in
she
the room
just thought
playing.
that okay, you're his or her dad too. Like you can't just hello,
Random
like,
nudes.
But that
Oh, my bad, but we're
that's
both
spoken like a
adults.
single parent that she doesn't have to consult anyone about decisions.
Yeah, you're
She's
right.
a single parent, which pushes the ulterior motive even more that she wanted to deal with him and not the mother.
Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
you child support.
Yeah, Lance would be all fucked up in the game, son, just doing whatever he want with the kid. Lance would be like, yo, daddy, like Lance Jr., 10. I want to get a tattoo. Yeah, come on. Don't say nothing to the mom. You bring the kid home. Oh, I want to get my ears pierced. Don't say nothing to the mom. Bring the kid home. And she like, what the
Nah,
fuck
those-
is this? What happened
Yeah, nah,
here?
those type of decisions. Nah, we gotta have a conversation.
Oh,
So
so,
what's
you
the
gotta have a
difference?
conversation about an ear piercing,
So
but
what's
not
the
a play
difference?
date?
is crazy.
Nah,
What's the,
Oh,
what do you
God.
think the difference is between those two things?
these are things that are gonna stay on you. You know.
So
know
you
what I'm saying?
can't
Like,
take an
if it's-
earring out?
I mean, yeah, but that is a major decision. You know, like
But
that's
what's
not
the-
that's
so-
I
so
feel like
you-
that's not
so
a
hold
decision
Ear
that
pierce
parent
is a
alone
major
can make.
decision, but
Yes.
not going to meet up with a stranger to have a play date.
You can
with some-
undo an ear piercing, but you can't unfuck somebody.
What? Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
But listen
How
to
did
the
we get
context
there?
of the
He's
shit.
still-
How did we get there?
Yo, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. Look at that. Look at Shorty's ulterior motive. Come on.
Listen,
That's
Bruh.
what a woman would tell you. Yeah, you can take
You
an
at
ear
the
piercing out,
table
but you can't
with
unfuck
several
somebody.
parents, and they're all telling you the
Nah,
same
yeah.
thing.
Your kids' personal interactions decisions mean a lot.
Yep. And every parent needs to know. And if you really got a crazy Caribbean household, grandparents got to know too.
I'm not saying they, yo.
No facts.
I just want to be
Exactly.
clear before I end. I'm not saying that they don't need to know, but y'all,
No, you're not saying you're not saying they don't need to know. You're saying they don't need to be a part of the decision
You're
making.
benefiting
That's
off
what
the
you're
child.
saying.
It's just a certain,
I feel like
it's a
the
certain respect.
judgment of the parents
I always say it's
should
respect.
be good enough.
It's respect.
especially-
No, yeah,
I personally think so.
but you got to you got to get the approval and the talk about from the other parent.
All these
Listen,
goddamn
I'm
rules.
Rules. You see,
Oh,
you see
bro,
what I
it's-
said?
it's respect.
All
it's
it is
principle.
communication.
Yeah.
I never said
is
no
what
to
Clearly,
Parents
you have
do.
conditions.
I never said no. I never said
We
no
already
to
established that a long time ago.
Anyways,
You
just
gonna
call
get
them
Partners
Yo,
communicate.
just so you know,
Lance.
bro. In the comments when this hit the internet, parents gonna bun you out.
Bun.
we'll see.
That's why it's not going to be a clip.
You
'cause
matter
you
of
don't want
fact,
to be
you gonna get bun out for a few things you said. That 90% thing,
Yeah,
that's
no,
a fact.
that.
you gonna catch hell for that.
Fire.
that.
We'll see. Anyways,
Oh, you got that much confidence?
Bun up. Bun up.
Rachel and Wes,
Beer, bun and cheese, y'all get that.
thank you for showing up. Thank you for pulling up to the Stoop
Back
Talk
that
podcast.
glass up podcast. Follow me.
Yes. And you want to put your?
I appreciate
Damn, you
that.
just skipped the whole
My
introduction.
bad.
Shit, I was gonna like
She's
make
ready.
it sweet
That's
for you.
Joe.
You know what I'm
She's
saying?
ready, bro.
Damn.
Not Lance wanted to segue.
Yeah.
My bad.
He's upset that
Let
he
me
didn't
let
get to segue.
Let me let you do it. Let me
He
let
didn't.
you
He
do
didn't
it.
have control. He
you
didn't have
made
control of the
You
situation.
did it. You made the executive decision without him.
Without consulting with him.
All right, go ahead, Rach. Go ahead and let us know where we could find you and your sensational podcast that I was featured on.
All right. Yeah, definitely check out the episode that Lance was featured on.
Shameless plugs, boy.
You can follow me at Back That Glass Up Podcast. I'm also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all of those good things. YouTube page coming up this summer.
Bat. Yes, sir. Wes, what's the Instagram handle?
Yeah, I don't usually give my stuff like that, but since I'm here, I might as well give it out. You know what I'm saying? It's Wes Butter _ I'll spell it out for you. It's WES_BUTTAH_TXG.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you for coming through once again. Phresh, what's the Instagram handle?
What I want to be this week? You know what I'm saying?
I think Christoph is good.
Christoph Christian this week. You know what I'm saying? But I still say the slogan because Lance loved it so much. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead. Let me hear it.
Fit Fat Fresh with a PH, no F, BCE at the end. You already know the vibes.
Yeah. All right, Chase. Mr. Shade. I like the Shades version of Chase.
What is it?
I can't even pronounce nothing.
King
That's
Chase.
that for Stacey.
Go ahead, Chase.
It's King Chase 718. I'm gonna plug this real quick for my South Jersey, Philadelphia people. You need ties, it's our ties off for you. You need towing, anything like that. That's Gold Dust Trucking Corp. You need auto body repair, maintenance. That's P&R Auto Body. And I'm about to jump into the real estate game with Pendergast Holdings. So watch those signs popping up.
My man.
We love to see
Big
it.
moves in a drop a bomb.
My man.
Multiple
So if I
income.
look broke for the next 2
Word.
years, just know I'm gonna be rich in 5.
My man.
Just
Long
don't let her
game.
see your pay slips, bro.
Right.
Right. I think it's weird that she called it a pay slip.
That's a
Yeah.
It's a
fact.
pay
She did.
stub, motherfucker.
Yeah.
She ain't never had one.
She
She
ain't
ain't
had
never,
no
she ain't
job.
never had one. That's the thing.
That was weird.
But she could pay his salary 4 times. Anyways.
She
Yeah.
busy selling grass.
Cats, go ahead. Let us know where we can find you, bro.
Man.
This nigga.
Christoph Christian, man. Follow me, man. You're ready.
Christoph Christian. Yeah. Shout out to
sir.
that guy.
Look lavish, thing luxury.
Word. All right, my Instagram handle is Lance BCE. You can follow me.
Okay, now wrap that.
Follow me.
What is going on?
All right. Anyways, this is your boy Lance BCE. Follow me, and follow.
Let go watch
Yeah,
story.
yeah. You like that? Yeah. All right.
Them
Anyways,
days.
yeah. Facts. I like that. Anyways, before we wrap up, don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms as well. Stoop Talk Podcast. We're available on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Our Twitter handle is called Stoop Talk Pod. All right. So make sure you follow us. Reshare all our stories. Make sure you like everything and make sure you give us some comments. All right. And also in closing, If you guys have any topics you want us to discuss, any artists I want to interview, or any type of sponsorship collabs, definitely hit us up at inquiries@stooptalkpodcast.com. All right? Inquiries@stooptalkpodcast.com. Shout out to Josh, shout out to Milk, shout out to Brooklyn Podcast Studios. You know what I'm saying? They're the best. You know, if you need any type of, podcast, you need help, they're the people to go to. You know what I'm saying? So, big plug. That's it, folks. It's a wrap. We're wrapping up. We going home. And we will see y'all when we see y'all. We out. Peace. Yeah. Lit. That was fun.
This shit was hilarious.